lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. LSU has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Clemson. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Coming out with it, it's Russell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking to move it through the air. He fires it out to the right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. There's a live football. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the floor.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Dropping back, it's Sellers. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Working that left side now. They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense facing 4th down.
They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the 1st down. Running for it on 4th down. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period.
Texas A&M 14, South Carolina 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Finds the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Makes the grab on the shuffle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Makes the catch. It's Jenkins. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Texas A&M going quickly.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jenkins. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
21. South Carolina, 7.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Take this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jacobs. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The option look. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
It'll be a run on third and short. At the 45 on its way. Open runway ahead. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. To the ground. He's got it again. And he runs it all the way down to the 3 before before they get him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He's going to bring it out from deep. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
From the gun, running back gets the give. The Aggies get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using the quick game. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Offense in the hurry up. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. LSU is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Death Valley for some time. They're up by 17 over Clemson. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Got his man quickly.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the first. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, I like like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
29 Philly, 2-9.
He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
Quarterback checking the play. Going up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, South Carolina! On to attempt to try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And the Texas A&M offense will take over 1st and 10.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Get it out on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit.
Looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Fires to the wideout. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pocket starts to collapse. At the 35, he's open. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jacobs. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They were licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
Line getting set on second down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. This time it's complete. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up.
He wants to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Looking to throw it again. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. A quick... But he's got plenty for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The run from the shotgun. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Now adjusting. He's going to run it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Bowles is... And he intercepts it. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggies! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. LSU is running away with things right now, and you just know Mike the Tiger is loving this offense today. They're up 14 over Clemson. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Touch pass on the run. He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a first down.
He just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
On the ground with the counter. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. This is the kind of... It sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The Gamecocks are in the hurry up. Back to pass, it's Sellers. He finds his man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Hand off from the shotgun. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day, and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the middle. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve.
it.